Plaintiff Donna Schimberg says she's known the defendant for over 10 years because she dates the defendant's brother. Donna claims the defendant's current boyfriend, who's with her in court today, physically abuses her, and Donna's suing her for an unpaid loan. Defendant Sarah Doolittle says Donna's house is filled with drama and constant fighting. Sarah admits that she borrowed money from Donna, but insists her boyfriend worked off the loan, and she's countersuing for auto repairs and breach of contract.
Start with you.
I've known Sarah for over 10 years now. She used to date my cousin. She had a daughter by him, so basically that makes us family. I date her brother, which I've been with him for over 10 years now. And I loaned her $1,400 for rent.
Before we get to the loan, which you're suing her about, let me allow her to give any background. She like...
Yes, I did date her cousin. I'll be 28 in December, and I started dating him at 18 years old. I do have an 8-year-old daughter with him. And, you know, for 11 years of being a friend, I've pretty much kept everything under control. I'm not an argumentative person. And from the day I met her cousin, her and her cousin wanted to beat me up.
That's a lie, Honor.
That's not a lie.
That's a lie, Sarah.
When I started dating him, he resided in her home and watched her children. Well, when he moved out, he lived with me, so therefore...
She didn't have a baby.
What are we gonna do? And I guess from that point on, she didn't know what I looked like, she didn't know anything about me, and it was a fight then. Well, after all this time had passed, like I said, I'm not an argumentative person, and tried to be her friend. She has slandered me to my family.
That is a lie. You are such a liar.
Seemed like she's about to jump on you in here.
Yes, sir. She has not been friends with my older sister or my sister-in-law for
Why not?
10 years because it's just been a dispute ongoing. Her mother even knows this. Well, now me and Donna aren't speaking anymore, so her and my sister-in-law, they babysit each other's kids now. They're best friends. They hang out. She calls my sister-in-law, asking my sister-in-law things about me, and my sister, which I know because I'm in my sister's home sitting on her porch.
They're not even married.
Ma'am, she said you keep a bunch of mess going at all times
they got
with everybody.
Divorce.
No, sir, I don't.
You don't keep up any mess?
And I have a witness statement from my mother.
You have a pile of witnesses as much as you say she's done.
Well, my mother, this is her son, and my mother's even putting a statement out here at the risk of her relationship with her son to show the character of this woman.
Your mother want to speak before we get to the unpaid loan?
It's just...
Is this your mom?
Yes, sir.
I saw her raising her hand. You want to speak? State your name. You don't have to get up if I see you have a cane.
It's Tanya Knapp.
Does she keep a bunch of mess up with everybody?
Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
May I please?
What?
My neighbors...
2 weekends ago, my brother was in a fist fight over her and alcohol. They drink every weekend.
All right.
Last weekend, there was people at her home, and she's disabled. Her arm is broken because she got thrown over a car by somebody with all this drama and fighting. I refuse to answer my phone because I'm not going to belittle myself.
They threw you over a car and broke
You did not tell him that?
Yours was on the street. They came in my property.
No, this is her...
You don't even know them.
Let her speak.
I'm sorry.
He said these were
The
strangers.
day that she found out about it, Dennis come over to ask me if I would watch their dog. And I said, well, Dennis, I can't. I just had my arm broken. I said, some people parked out in front, and I asked them to get off my property. The whole fight started. My daughter was out there trying to protect her daughter, which is 5.5 weeks pregnant. So this wasn't even nothing with her.
All right.
Sir,
I mean, I get calls from my neighbor across the street, lives directly behind them, and they told me, your neighbors are fighting over there. And she's telling him to get the hell out of her house.
Let me hear from you, sir. She's made allegations against you. State your name.
Dennis Wynn.
You and her fighting. Did you assault her?
No, I mean, everybody's going to argue.
No.
There's no way around it, so.
Sir.
Everybody around you are.
Sir, she came to my house with black eyes before.
Yes, may I say something?
Yes.
Yes, when I was going out on the weekends and drinking and acting irresponsible, and my mother had my children, yes, me and him got into an
He would
altercation.
give you black eye? Okay, well, that's all right
No,
then,
because I'm
Yeah, it's all
an
right to
instigator.
abuse
I
them.
instigated
Ma'am,
it.
whatever
the
it is, this
children
man don't have
watch
a
it
right to
all.
put his hands
My
on
children
you.
are
Yes,
not
they
even
do,
there.
because you're
Let's
my
get
little
to the
cousin.
loan, ma'am. You're suing her. How does
You're
she owe you
right.
for $1,400?
Because they was being evicted out of their house. They was getting ready to be thrown out for the 6th time. I've helped her out before of $500 for a rent. This time I helped her out again because of my cousin and because of the other 2 children that she has.
Okay.
And I loaned her $1,400.
When did she agree to repay?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
you have a document where
Yes,
she
sir. And
agreed
I
to
also
repay?
have one from their landlord.
All right, ma'am. What do you say about this loan?
When this all took place, Your Honor, I was at work until 12 o'clock at midnight. The person that came to pick me up from work told me he was doing a job and was supposed to get paid in a couple following days. He told me, you don't have to worry about your rent. What's your friend's name, Donna? She's gonna take care of your rent for you. And I said, what do you mean she's gonna take care of my rent? And he said, she called Dennis today while we were working in Detroit and told him, don't worry about your rent as long as you can pay me back.
That's a
then
lie.
I will loan
That
you
is
the
a
money.
lie.
Did all
that's
that occur before or after you signed this agreement?
That was
agreeing?
before, but the thing is, it came
was
out of her
after.
son's.
Let's talk about this.
Exactly.
And why you signed it.
Like she said, I had borrowed money from her before
Okay,
and
so
paid all the money
why
back.
Don't you believe you should pay, or do you believe you owe?
Well, with that situation is, by then I was obligated. This came out of her 10-year-old son's
So you have no defense today
Social
to paying?
Security account.
What is your counterclaim, ma'am? $1,400 for repairs,
Yes,
auto
sir.
repairs. How so?
Because she came down, she had a Dodge van that she took to a shop, and they gave her an estimate for $1,200.
Okay.
She didn't have the money to afford that.
Okay.
So she came to my home knowing he can work on cars and said, if you work on my vehicle, I will take money off of what you owe me, which I never owed her any money, but like I said, I don't want to argue with her.
That's a lie.
Sir, is this true?
Yes, sir.
That's
All
a
right,
lie.
ma'am.
That's a lie, sir.
Did he fix your car at all?
He didn't fix my van. I got rid of my van.
in my
He
witness
never worked on your
statement.
van.
No, not my
Sir?
van. No.
Yes, sir.
The
I did.
garage paid for it. My
That
Did
is not
he
true.
work
No,
on it?
not my van.
My brother that's with her for 10 years, why would he be so upset that he's working on this van
They got
when he
into an
didn't want
argument
to?
about what, ma'am?
Because he was working on her vehicle, and the vehicle was parked at my house.
Okay.
For a full day.
So
and my
certainly, if she had agreed to forgive the payment in exchange for work on her car, there wouldn't be an argument with him.
Exactly. There wouldn't be an argument with my brother, no, which is her boyfriend. He was mad because the van was parked in my driveway, and he happened to be working on it.
Her brother and I do not get along when we don't.
They
we
do
don't
now.
talk or
No, they
anything.
don't. I have a
Do now.
statement.
He just called him
He
last
gets mad.
Let me see your
Thursday.
statement.
I got a statement from what they were trying to sue me
You
for.
all are full of mess.
Him and my brother just talked last Thursday on the phone.
Whose statement is this, ma'am?
That's from
My
her mother.
mother's. This is 11 years that my mother's known her.
Ma'am, this is misspelled. It's printed.
Yeah.
Your mother printed her name one way, and then she signed it.
Well, it's all true.
I don't believe you now.
No matter how it's spelled, it's a true.
What do you mean, no matter how it's spelled? Your mother
Her
spelled.
phone number is on there.
No, I'm not
everything.
calling
Her
anybody.
social
That's not what
security
I do,
number.
ma'am. You have
So
to
11
convince
years
me
of
that this
her
is. I don't believe it, ma'am.
going through
I don't
this.
believe you. Judgment for the plaintiff. Your claim is dismissed. Have a
Okay.
good day.
Thank you, Your Honor. I don't hate her. I've helped her out
Then
several
why do you
different
call
times.
everybody in my family and
When
talk
she got
about me?
evicted 6 times, when her boyfriend's beat her up, when she's cried to her brother about it.
But she
I
calls
learned my
everybody in my
lesson. I will never, ever loan anybody money ever again.
I don't hate her either, but you know, when she calls my family continuously and tries to belittle me and slander me, that's not a friend.
Hi, Judge Mathis. My name is Tanisha, and I wanted to know if you lend a family member or friend your property, can you hold them responsible for the damages that they cause?
Yeah, Tanisha, you can. But the answer is a little complicated, so listen carefully. It's called abetment when you let someone else use your property. And if it's for your benefit, then they must be grossly negligent in order for you to hold them liable. All right? Good luck.